Okay. Hi, everybody. This is RC. Um, Hold on one second. I gotta make sure this camera is very close, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Just needed to make sure that we're on. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you here. Okay. I'm not quite sure why this is so close. I feel like I'm right there. Hi, it's so nice to see everybody here. I still have to have two cameras on, and that's okay. One is for Facebook. You guys are Facebook, and you guys are Instagram and YouTube. So one day I'll be able to figure it out. And oh, I got your hugs. Thank you. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. um, One day I'll be able to figure it out. So everything will be on one camera. Nice to see everybody. I don't know what the weather is where you are at, um, but it is cold outside. It is cold and nice setup. Thank you. Facebook has a little different picture, I believe, than Instagram, and YouTube have a little bit wider. So doesn't matter, right? It is cold here. It's been raining on and off. There's occasionally some flurries here and there. Hi, beautiful Lisa. Nice to see you. And I wanted to talk about a couple of things today. And if you have something in particular on your mind, like what might be on the news lately, um, please go right ahead and post what you want us to talk about. I'll be more than happy to do that. Um, so, yesterday I went to church, to an Armenian church, and I will put a link to. Uh, just like 30-second video I took of the ceremony in the Armenian church, which is a Gregorian Orthodox church. I know that sounds like a mouthful. It is very similar to Greek Orthodox. So a lot of people are aware of the Greek Orthodox compared to Gregorian Orthodox. It's very simple. Anyways, very traditional. Like, I occasionally go to a Unity church here in town, and it's all denominations are invited, and there's singing. There's not a lot of dancing, but there's singing, there's holding hands, there's saying prayer, and there is the sermon, of course, which is very interesting, very different. And so the bishop was at the church, this for the Armenian church, and I was sitting there and I was listening to the bishop, and while he was talking, something like a realization dawned on me that God, and I'll talk about God in a second, God doesn't need us, like humans, all of us running around, doesn't need us to believe in him or her. We do. We need to believe in a higher force, or at least some of us do. Now, the higher force, I believe people call it different things. And these things might all be different things, or it might all be like one thing or under one umbrella, but it's all, I feel like it's all together. For example, we talk about sadness, depression, um, just mourning. We talk about these kind of emotions, grief, like as an umbrella, like they're all close to each other. And we say that these energies are the, like the frequencies are lower. So it just keeps you down, it keeps you upset, it keeps you sad, like they're all together, right? And the other energies like happiness, joy, laughter, um, excitement, fun, we consider all of those at a higher vibration emotion. That's why a lot of people say when you are sad, don't say I am sad. Just say there's sadness, because you're not claiming as yourself, as what you are. There is sadness, you happen to be feeling it right there and then. So God, higher self, higher consciousness, Jesus, Buddha, a lot of, you know, um, beings, I'm trying to say the right things, a lot of beings are considered a higher vibration, right? So a lot of people, actually, a lot of Christians think that Jesus is actual God. They call him God. So when I was at church, I kind of felt like God, this higher vibration, whatever it is, like even happiness, even sadness, even joy, they don't need us humans to believe in them. We need to believe in them. We need to, some of us need to have this faith, this belief that there is something higher than our, higher for us to reach to become a part of, than what we live now on our everyday basis. So I'm curious about what you guys think about that. I know that when you're writing the comments on your thoughts, that might take a couple of minutes, but I am really curious about what you guys think. I think some people just have a knack in articulating about beliefs, about everything, just beautifully. So I am curious what you guys think about that. So the other thing that I was thinking about, I brought up, uh, first of all, I do want to talk about the energies. Like when we feel happiness, joy, excitement, um, things that raise our vibration, when we do that, um, I feel it's okay to claim it. I am happy, because that continues your, that continues your oh good, Todd is here too, and I already said hello to Kathy and Tammy and Lisa. So I said claim it. If you are happy, if you are, you can feel joy, if you can feel love, claim it, because once you claim it, then you can stay in that space longer. But if it's a lower vibration emotion that you're feeling, do try and practice in saying there is sadness there. You don't have to claim it as yours. It's just an emotion that's going to come and go, like all the other emotions that literally come and go, right? And a lot of people say joy is the highest, but I personally feel like love is the highest of all the emotions. So lately, I'm sure you must have lived in a cave not to know that there's a whole bunch of drones everywhere. In the United States, at least. I heard a couple of European countries have them as well. And UFOs. There's been so much videos of UFOs. Okay, Tammy writes before we get into the other section, the drone and UFO section. Everyone is already with the highest of high. I love that. Prime creator. Prime creator is beyond the matrix of Earth. Perfect. See, I knew there was going to be at least one person who can articulate it way better. Oh, we have another Lisa here too. Hello, Lisa from California. Um, that's right. Once we can truly disconnect from this life, like still in our physical body, but actually disconnect from this physical body, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, while still in it, then we will be able to figure out, see how the matrix actually works. So uh, we are the creator. We are the creator. I love that. Um, so it also, we can stretch that and think about how we are all creating the drones. Okay, we got somebody else. One creator made us. Yes to you, Lisa writes. So it makes sense we are all one. Possibly just a particle of dust in a big spectrum of the universe. Can you wrap your mind around that? Here on the planet to experience emotions, raise our vibe, then send out of here or choose to take another ride. Nice. And of course, a lot of people say that when you when you stop breathing and you leave this body, that is when you actually wake up from the dream. It is not us waking up in the morning from the dreams that we have, that we say, oh, I had a dream, I woke up. But actually, when we take our last breath or breathe out our last breath, because the first time when we're born, we breathed air into our body. So we took that from earth, and then we breathe out and we don't take a breath in again. And so that we give back to earth the breath that we took. And so that is when we wake up, which is fascinating to me. Absolutely fascinating to me. I know that my aunt, when she passed away, she came back and said, it was, life was like a blinking of an eye. From that, from the other side, this is how they feel. Um, this is how you feel, that when we pass away, it was like a blink of an eye. And so a lot of people also say that, we all ascend, no matter, what we do or don't do, we all assent. So that's why a lot of people are like, why should I bother? Why should I bother defending myself, working hard, achieving anything? I'm gonna assent. But it does matter. Our everyday actions matter. How we think, how we, what we create or don't create. Like lack of action is an action. So why not create? Why not go have fun? Go smell the roses, go hug the trees, um, go for a swim in the ocean, go skiing, go enjoy the snow. Why not? Why not go enjoy the beauty of Mother Nature? Why not? You chose to come here. Most of us chose to come here not to sit around and not do anything, but to go enjoy this earth, no matter if it's a blink of an eye or not, no matter if it's we're in a matrix and then our last breath we're going to wake up and say, oh, what a dream. Make that dream an awesome dream. If you believe in that, make it an awesome dream, maybe an extraordinary dream. Wake up on the other side and tell everybody, you have no idea what I created on the other side. Yeah, why not? And so, if we're all one, and I do believe that we're all one, um, why not? Uh, hi Claudia, hi Tim. We created these drones. We created the opportunity for ourselves to witness this, to witness the UFOs. I personally don't think that the UFOs are extraterrestrials. They really would not come from light years away to here to send a drone out so that it would shoot something down in one laser, one human at a time. It wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They're so intelligent. They have created a spaceship that has uh, traveled light years away to come here and just hang out in the sky. No, uh, no, they belong to us. Wasn't it the last few years that Pentagon keeps losing money? That's what they're making. They're making the UFOs. And I'm glad we have them. I'm glad, you know, all of us, all of humanity has UFOs. Um, Regarding them shooting things down, a friend of mine, Tim, actually, I'm sorry, it wasn't Tim, it was somebody else, uh, sent me some videos about them. Different UFOs, different drones, but I did see a video of them shooting things down. One of the drones, not the UFO, the drone was shooting like a red laser shooting out. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think all of this is? Why do you think that all of a sudden, December of 2024, uh, there are drones out there all over the US, especially New Jersey? It looks like it's in the East Coast. Um, I'm just curious what you guys think. I think that they're looking maybe for somebody, and this is the best way to do it. So when you put out drones, I think when you put out drones, um, you're trying to look for something that you want less people to know about. Maybe there's a bad guy here, and they're looking for the bad guy. I mean, that could be possible. This way, less people need to know about it. It's need to know basis. Isn't that the FBI thing? Need to know basis, or I think it's the FBI. So I've seen it in the movies, at least. Isn't it wonderful? We can use the movies as examples. The major thing that I want people to take from today is question yourself. If you believe in God, if you believe in a higher power, um, a good question. I will read that now. Question yourself. If you believe in that higher power, is it you that needs to believe in it, or do you think the higher power is a narcissist being and it wants us to believe in him or her? So that is the question. You know, so we all know what we believe in and what we don't believe in. But it's always so nice to ask questions of yourself and honestly ask and say, well, what if? What if? I remember somebody um, was telling me that a coworker went to them and said, "Oh, you're a racist, blah blah blah," and that my client of mine was like shocked, like she knew she wasn't racist, right? So, but she went home and she's thinking about it, and she's like, I really asked myself, am I racist or not? So it's good to it's like a check and balance thing. So yeah, it's nice to ask these questions and bring it a level higher. So Tammy writes, has anybody witnessed the drones in person without watching a film of it? I haven't. Anybody? That's a wonderful question. Has anybody seen the drones or the UFOs without the video? I haven't. Of course, it's been cloudy and rainy, and so I haven't. So yeah, I think that's a wonderful question you have. Is there anybody here right now, or anybody that will watch it afterwards? Have you seen a drone or a UFO with your own eyes? I'm curious. I'm going to switch over to the other side and see. I don't have any comments here on Instagram. So I haven't. So I wonder. For me, it's it will be weird. I know the news media has also shown it. There's people I follow on YouTube. Um, I'm trying to remember their name. Like they get a lot of UFO videos, and they really like before they post it, they check and triple check and quadruple check and continue to check to make sure that the video is authentic before they share it with anybody. So I watched their YouTube, and I know that they would not post something if it wasn't authentic. I've been following them for a while, and I will once this session is over, I will find them and I will post their link to both Facebook and Instagram, so you can go watch them if you are interested in watching them. Um, but yeah, it is good to know if anybody has seen them, right? My major thing about that is don't be scared. Don't allow fear to get into your being. Do not allow. I mean, whatever happens, happens. We have no control over it. And it is good to be, it is good to have emergency stuff in your car. It's good to have emergency stuff at the house. Have more water, have more food, I don't promote processed food, but if you need to buy canned beans, if you need whatever you need to buy, just buy and be prepared for it. But whatever happens, it's going to happen. There's no need to worry about it. There's no need to be fearful of it. The key is to just continue your life like there's nothing going on, and to stay at a balanced, stable state. Because once are full of fear, once you're full of fear, then you can't think straight. And all your actions are from that foundation of fear, instead of it being the foundation of love, instead of it being from the foundation of everything always works out for me. So, and reach out to people, reach out to your friends, reach out to me if you're feeling that you're getting slowly starting to get afraid because you heard this and you heard that, and maybe it is something I need to announce and let people know. But more so, regardless of what's going on, we can be in a state of emergency, yet every single action that we take comes from a state of calm and peace and serenity. And then we make the next decision, we make the next decision, we make the next decision. Stay neutral. Yes, the dark forces feed off fear, anger, and all the negative emotions. Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. I can easily say that when COVID happened, I was in a state of fear for months and months on end. There would not be a night that I would not cry myself to sleep. I was very, very scared. It's not going to happen again. That's not going to happen again. So, and it shouldn't happen to anybody listening to this. Definitely, you need to reach out. Reach out to people who will support you. And if you don't have any people that will support you, then reach out to me. You should not be in that state. So, because it's like when our nervous system is shut down, that's why I have the Lucia light number three. I'm looking this way because it's this way. The machine, the light is this way. Lucia light number three. And if you are not in my neighborhood, you should try and find somebody. Or if you're interested, let me know, and I will try and find somebody in your area that has it. I highly recommend you go and use it, because what it does is it puts your nervous system back to its original state. It balances all your nervous systems. So it's incredible machine. I think I have talked about it before. It's a light, and maybe next week I'll have it. Next week I'm still here. Next Monday, I'll have it here so you guys can take a look at it. It does solid light and flashing lights, and it puts whole geometric symbols on your face, and you sit in front of it and you keep your eyes closed, and it works on your nervous system. It's an amazing, amazing machine. Uh, yes, yes, you can definitely stick your tongue out to the dark forces or give them the finger. And the other thing we need to realize about the dark forces is that, again, as Lisa said, we are all one. Humanity is all interconnected. So, yes, we do have humans that are very, very dark. We have humans that want to depopulate uh, humanity, and have been working very, very hard to accomplish that. We have humans who want war because war puts money in their pocket because of whatever. We are all interconnected. So the more peaceful you are, the more peace you find within yourself, within your heart, within the kind of life that you live, the more you laugh, the more you wake up happy. You are affecting every other human being on this planet. Everyone. And it spreads the same as fear, like it spreads like wildfire. So does happiness, so does joy, so does love. When you're talking to people, either on the phone or in person, just connect to your heart. Just make sure, double check yourself. Am I in my body? Am I here and now? Am I going to remember this conversation in an hour or two? Because that's how you will know if you're in your body or not. My sister is so grounded. She will remember the whole conversation with somebody. What she said, what they said, what she said, what they said. I'm always at awe at that. So that's how we want to be. We want to be in our body, remembering things, and sharing love with people. There are those that believe that evil doers on this planet actually have evil using them as a pony. Yeah, for sure. So thank you for that. Um okay, Lisa. So when people that like abuse drugs, abuse alcohol, or people who don't want to face who they are, so they pretend I'm a nice person. I didn't mean anything by that. You misunderstood me. I didn't mean, I'm sure you've met people like that. Oh my God, like I'm thinking of, I used to have a very close friend. It was you who misunderstood me. People who don't want to acknowledge that they have shadow parts to themselves. Evil energies can go in and take over, and then they're not there anymore. The person is not there anymore. The person is gone. Now there is a dark being in that person who is doing everything they're doing. I have heard numerous of people, not personally, I don't know these people, but people who have said, something changed with my husband. I'm not sure who he is anymore. Something changed with my wife. I'm not sure who she is anymore. So that the more that you gotta be in your body. When you are in your body, if day after day somebody's drinking too much, somebody is doing drugs too much, and they're not connected to their being, that's why it's called spirits. So another spirit can come and take over. Um, yes, that's exactly a narcissist. It was you who misunderstood time after time again. They're always right and you're always wrong. It's like, how can that be possible? Like the odds of that are zero. So, okay. Yes to you, Lisa. I gotta do something. I dropped some of my cards. I do want to open cards for people. Here we go. And I like them in order. So, um, can you talk about being in another being's projections? How to get out of their projection. So, let's say somebody thinks that I'm a jealous person. How would I change their point of view, right? What is it that I need to do that they stop projecting their own jealousy at me? That's the question. And I'm just bringing jealousy out because that's what popped in my head. Um, we can't control what other people think of us. And I've heard Esther Hicks say this over and over again. It's not any of my business what others think of me. You cannot stop them from thinking that, because that person that's thinking that I'm jealous, it's that person that's jealous. So how could I change their mind of me? They have to face the fact that they're jealous, and they would never acknowledge that. So there is no way I could convince them that I'm not a jealous person. But not caring about what they think of me releases me. As long as I care about what they think of me, I am attached to them in one way or another, and they can feel that energy. And as long as they feel that energy, they're going to continue pounding because that's the only way they escape their misery. Because once I am not there, they have two choices. I don't care about what they think of me, if I'm jealous or not. So that energy they're sending at me just disappears. It's there doesn't there's no validation. So now they have two choices. Their choice is they can face themselves or go find somebody else. That's their decision. Does this make sense? The people that you are personally talking about, at some point they'll move on. At some point they'll move on. So when would they move on is another question. As long as they feel that they have something to gain, they won't. Unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately, in your case, they have something to gain. In their mind, they have something to gain. So that's what they're hanging on to. They're more focused on that gain than anything else because they can't see right in front of themselves. Okay, let's see what when someone is projecting onto you, you can ask yourself, is this mine? If it isn't, it will leave. If So Tammy is saying, return it to the sender with consciousness attached. That's wonderful. So it's kind of a meditation that you sit and you do like a ritual of uh, sending it back to them. I had a teacher that would say it's coming right back to you. It's bouncing back off a mirror. And you could also, in the mornings when you wake up, put a mirror, visualize a mirror around you, except that the mirror is on the outside and you're on the inside of the mirror. So anything that's coming at you goes back. Anything that is not in your highest interest. So when we're sending you love, you're getting it. Or somebody is sending you wonderful, energy prayers, you're getting those. But anything that is less than God's light goes back to the sender. I'm kind of conflicted about that. I am. I'm a little conflicted about sending it back. um, I don't know if it does anything good for anybody when you send that back. I think just sending it to the light is the best way because then it dissipates. It just goes away when you send it to the light. It doesn't go back to the person. Like if the person is jealous or narcissist, why on earth would I want to send that energy back to them? Maybe if I send that energy to the light, then they would have less of it. I don't know. I said it and now I am taking it back. But you know, it's good to have different options. It's good to practice the different things and see which one you like. There is no right or wrong. There is, just as you mentioned, Tammy, just being conscious of the decision that you're making. And you know, when I started with this particular teacher, and she was like, put the mirror around you, it worked at that time. I'm not upset with the teacher. It's an option. But I personally, right now, like to send it to the light. So it is time. Ta-da! If anybody has any questions, uh, and then we'll do this week's cards too for everybody. So something funny happened to me the other day while I am mixing these. I've been looking for my eyeglass uh, medication card, medical card, so I can go order glasses for myself. Like a whole week, I was looking for it everywhere. Like I know it was there, it's not there. But maybe I put it here, it's not there. Everywhere I looked. And I've been trying and trying and trying to go online so that I could copy it, print it. And I was having difficulty. Freaking Mercury retrograde. Finally, 3 days ago, I go online. I'm in, password, this, that. Right now, every 2, 3, 4, 5 different verification factors, sit, stand, whatever. I get the copy of the card, right? I print it so that I could go to the eyeglass place today so I could order it. I was looking everywhere for it this morning and I couldn't find it. I have looked everywhere today. I haven't found it. Freaking retrograde. And now it's in its shadow part. I thought that the 15th it ended, and it kind of has, but now it's in hiding. So go figure. Okay. Cards for everybody for this week. All right. We got questions. Got nice questions. What message am I to receive with you today? Let's see, Lisa. Yes to life. I love that. Don't you love that? Yes to life. Yes to life. Isn't that awesome? Lisa has a wonderful story about how she went through whatever she went through. And then she said, I'm going to say yes to myself and yes to life, and changed her whole life around. It's an amazing story. Okay, Lisa, what message? Lilies. Where's my cheat sheet? wisdom, aging. And I have another cheat sheet here. I like all of my cheat sheets. I do. And they're usually right here so that I don't have to go through paperwork. But here, lilies. It's the learning from all these experiences. It's so hard to go through something hard and not feel any emotions towards it and just say, I'm going through this now. Um, this too shall pass. I wonder how all of this will come to use to me later on. But it's interesting when you go through life in the present moment, like being, as I said, in your body, being connected to your essence, to your being. You get to look back and say, oh, I went through this for this reason. I went through that for this reason. And so you are going through a hard time right now, but lilies are about wisdom and maturity. And you asking yourself, and I, from what I can say, is that you've handled yourself very maturely, very gracefully. How can I continue to go through this as graciously as possible, yet still like the lion that I am inside, right? That's the card for you, Lisa. Tammy, could you pull a card for me? I'd like more info on your destiny. Oh, destiny is tons of cards. Um, destiny is more the whole deck. But let me pull. I pulled two cards for you. One is a dog, which we know is very loyal, very friendly, very devotion, and the gentleman. The gentleman, when a gentleman comes, it's mostly a male figure, not necessarily that might be in your life right now, although he might, but it's more like your father figure, your brother, uh, from the immediate family. So, how does this relate to your destiny? What do these two cards together? I think one thing dogs have is being present in the moment. Dogs wake up and enjoy their day, their moment, enjoy everything. And then they also let go of things. Most dogs let go. we yell at them, get angry, and they get upset, and then 3 minutes later they forgot all about it. And I always talk about the things I have learned from my dogs, how how they taught me how to love, how they taught me how to have integrity. Havana had so much integrity, so much grace. Eve was so grounded and so gracious. How do these things relate to you looking into your life now? How can you enjoy your days like the pets you are watching? What are they teaching you? What are they bringing into your life that you are missing? So that is what I would say about the dogs. That maybe your destiny is to find ways to enjoy every single moment of your life. I think sometimes we want things to be so complicated. And the simpler we make them, I think the more powerful we become. And the gentleman, to me, do you yearn it? Do you yearn your family member, the male? Uh, Not necessarily, doesn't have to be. I mean, if it is the person, let's say you had a wonderful father figure, um, that's great. But maybe what the father figure represents in your mind to you. Sometimes we're like, I wish my mom was like that. I wish my father was like that. What that does that represent to you? And could you be searching for someone like that? And if so, it is there in your destiny. And I don't think there is anything. It's we get to create, we get to choose, so we shouldn't knock it down or change our mind because we think someone else would think it lesser. That's all I got about that. I hope that was good. Okay, card for all of us for this coming week. Okay. The stroke. Is that how you say it? The stroke? Um, Improvement, pregnancy, and that's the foundation card. I did see your question, Todd. I'll get to it. And then the two side cards are the clouds. The clouds are doubt and confusion. And then this little guy, I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. Um, Sight, is that how you say it? Sight. It's a sudden break, decision. So for this coming week, we're going to get all of us are going to get a particular kind of news. And the news might bring some doubts and confusion to us, but you keep at it, because this tool that is used for harvesting is, they have to constantly, in the old days they used it, right? um, it's a constant repeated process that they have to keep doing it in order to get the harvest that they want. So you just hear the news and don't focus on, there might be doubts, there might be confusion, but don't focus on it. Keep going. Keep going on the path that you want to go. Keep going towards what you want to achieve. Don't back down. That's what I got to say about that. Lisa from California, thank you for the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas to you too. And Todd wants to know, what message am I to receive with you today? Same questions Lisa has. Okay. What message for today? Let's find out. Todd, how are you, dear? Lisa from California. Um, have you gotten a pet yet? Yes, cutting attachments, absolutely. Um, say yes to life, Lisa. But in the context of the cards, because it came with the stroke, which is improvement and change, uh, you could look at it that way. Yeah, that it is cutting attachments. Uh, yeah, I have a thought that came, that you don't have to stop loving the person, but if you do let go of the attachment of the desired outcome, it will set you free. And I'm not exactly sure how that would look like. Okay, what you haven't gotten a pet, you've been feeding your neighborhood kittens. There's 3 of them. Well, be sure to get them fixed, please. First opportunity you get, each one of them, one at a time, so that there are no more neighborhood kittens coming from these ones. Um, that is wonderful. That my friend was trying to give me a neighborhood, from her neighborhood, a kitten, and I thought about it, and with it was very hard. It was very hard saying no. It really was, because I knew the cat needed a place. So, um, yeah, it wasn't the right cat for me. I could feel that. So, okay, Todd, your cards. Bye. The birds. Sorry, there are no bees. Just the birds. Communication. You wrote that you're doing fantastic. You're healing, forgiveness for myself. And forgiveness for ourselves, it's so huge. It is so amazing when we begin the process to forgive ourselves. And you know what many of us do is that we'll go from where we are today, we'll go back like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and we get upset with that person that we were at that age, that we did something wrong. But with the knowledge and wisdom we have today, so it's not fair to our older selves. So it is wonderful to forgive ourselves. And it does come with open communication with yourself, by you being honest with yourself. It's not easy. For example, I know you don't have this, but I talked about jealousy earlier. It's not easy for somebody to turn around and tell themselves that I am jealous. I am jealous because my friend has this. I am jealous that my friend has that. Or this person has this. Or this person has achieved so much at a younger age and I haven't at this age. It's not easy to claim qualities of ourselves that everybody else calls um, like not nice qualities. But with open and honest communication with ourselves, there is so much healing, because the person that does say I have been jealous, then they give themselves the opportunity to heal and not be jealous anymore, but be happy for other people for whatever they have achieved, and then say, that's wonderful. I wonder how they did that. Can I do that too? How can I do that too? How can I get that too? How can I achieve that too? And not attach anything else to it. Um, but that does come with pure honesty with ourselves. And maybe there is someone else that you need to demand that they are honest and communicate with you. Okay, I hope that helps. This is new to me. I was never interested in cats, only doggies. So, cats are very powerful. As you know, in Egypt, they adored them. Um, Cats take on a lot of negative energy from us. They're truly God sent, just like dogs are. And people who love cats and who take care of cats, it doesn't mean that they're very negative people. No, they're very loving and compassionate people because they take care of them. But there is a reason why these cats are coming to you. They need you like you need them. And it's wonderful that you're open your heart and you're opening your arms and you're taking care of them, and you will let them in. No, just kidding. That last one was just me. If it's the right thing for you to do, you will. And otherwise, just like I said no to that kitty, um, it might not be the right kitties for you, but just this is wonderful. And Blanky probably, uh, if you can make a little home for them, that if it's raining or something, they can go in there and be safe. Um, Plastic and blankets and everything. So I'm happy I don't have to do that for the squirrels out here outside of my home. Um, but I do worry about the little birds, those little birds. I don't know. It's raining. It's cold. How are they? How are they taking care of themselves? How are they staying warm winter after winter? I don't understand. So we are at the end of our session. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I thought it's been like an hour. It's been about 45 minutes. It's been great. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I know today's conversation was a little like tough. Um, Usually people don't want to talk about God and um, the higher energies and our beliefs. So, but I'm glad we did it. And I'm glad, thank you everybody for contributing. All your likes and comments help for this page to, for the algorithm to move forward. So I really, really appreciate it very much. Okay, everybody, take care and have a wonderful week. Next week is Christmas, but still Monday. We're on. I'll be on. So I look forward to having all of you back here Monday. Bye.